Hi everyone, Natasha here, and around my home today I am in my office. It's a beautiful sunny afternoon and we've enjoyed great weather today. My daughter has a friend over playing and they've had a wonderful afternoon, but I'm about to lose the good light that I have up here in my office and they are getting hungry, so soon I need to start making dinner. So I wanted to share with you what I've got set up so far in my Jane's Agenda Discbound planner for the month of May. So stay tuned for that and welcome to my office. Welcome back to my home. I'm glad you're joining me today to talk about all things planning. I've had a really productive day here at home. It's been so nice to just have a low-key day. I've gotten my calendar in the kitchen all set up for the family with our schedule for the month ahead, and the month of May is kind of busy for us. I'm sure for a lot of families with children in school. It's a busy time because there's end of year programs and graduations and there's Mother's Day and school is letting out. So there's just a lot happening. Plus I know if you're into any kind of sports, a lot of sports things are going on now. So it's a busy time and I felt good getting everything down on paper and giving myself a chance just to look over the schedule and be ready for the next month. So as you can see, right now I have my Jane's Agenda Discbound planner currently out of the green wraparound cover. I've been keeping it in the cover when I'm traveling back and forth to work during the week, but this weekend we didn't have a whole lot going on, and so just with being at home it felt easier to keep it out of the cover. That way I can fold it back on itself when I just need to look at my list and kind of carry my planner just around the house with me. And I have actually updated and put my 2-inch discs on, which feels really good because as you can see, I've filled it up nicely. So it didn't take long to feel like I made good use of those extra large discs. And I just clipped the May little at-a-glance calendar that came in the Jane's Agenda subscription box on the front. This is a little arrow paper clip that came in a previous subscription box. Plus I have one of the Jane's Agenda clip-on pen holders, and this works great for times like this when I'm just kind of using my planner off and on throughout the day around the house and I want to have my pen travel with me. So it's nice to just keep my pen handy, but it also slides off easily when I need to flip the cover open. So this is a cover from the May Jane's Agenda Deluxe subscription box. I will have my affiliate link in the description box down below, so you can check all that out. I am loving this cover, this beautiful bougainvillea design, and I went with the image of the architecture behind there. But you'll see in a little bit I did use the other cardstock dashboard as well that had the blue door if you saw my unboxing video. So let me think. A couple of other updates I've added. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but I did get some frosted plastic top tabs and I have them upside down, so I'm using them as a bottom tab, and that's helping with some of these categories that I use a lot, but my little sticky tabs were kind of wearing out. So I'll have that linked below. I just got those on Amazon. I'm actually looking for some that are more tabs across. So this is just a set of 4 tabs across. I'd love to find 5 or 7 tabs across. So if you know of any, definitely drop them in the comments and let me know. So let me go ahead and flip to May. And I have the beautiful May dashboard here, this vellum, and then this is where I decided to use that beautiful kind of teal or turquoise door. So I've gone in and done a little bit of setting up. I did highlight a little bit. So what I'll need to add, and actually I'm going to do it right now while we're chatting. One of the things I'll need to add is my personal number page. And I think for today, I'm not going to be able to get it all set up with you tonight. So I'm just going to have to talk about it and kind of share what I'm doing. I'm going to get one of these just regular dot grid pages from Jane's Agenda, and that will be my page that's going to work as, and that will be the page that I'll use at the front here, because that worked really well this past month, in the month of April, and I'll show you that here in just a second. So for the month of April, I had my vellum and my pretty dashboard from Jane's Agenda. Then I had my personal month information just on a dot grid page from Jane's Agenda. And then on the back, I made this 2-page spread that's essentially breaking down the elements of the Getting Things Done system. And I'm somewhat using what came with the Jane's Agenda monthly planner pages, but then adding to it with this grid over here. So I'm going to continue this, and I'll just recreate it for the month of May. And I think that'll be fine if I'm just doing this once a month, where I have my errands, my contacts, my someday, and my waiting on. I did find that I wasn't using the errands list as much as what I used to use it when it was more in my weekly pages. So I'm contemplating putting an errands list on the weekly page. I've made some progress on my next actions, my projects, my goals, but I might rework some of this as well when I set up May. I am using this little corner page finder, and I like how that works because it lets me quickly and easily flip not only to this main monthly page for the calendar, but I can also easily find this Getting Things Done section where I have all my lists. I never did find a use for this page. I had thought about maybe using it as a brain dump page, which I may do that for May. On that same page, I'll just start with the brain dump and then work on transferring some of the next actions to this list, because I felt like I actually had more things that I wanted to add to this list and I kind of ran out of room. So I think it'd be better to use a blank page for a brain dump and then be a little more strategic about what's getting moved to my next actions list. And then of course my April memories page I still need to fill out. And I'll just kind of quickly flip so you can see how I've been using these weekly, I think this is called the weekly executive page from Executive Agenda from Jane's Agenda. And I like how this is working. I do miss having a whole page per day, but at the same time, it's making me be a little more efficient with my planning and my list making, and helping me just kind of keep moving throughout the week and not getting bogged down with too much planning and not enough doing. So I have my dashboard here, my inbox page finder, and I did put the mother quote card that came in the Jane's Agenda sub box in that little pocket. I've stuck a sticky pocket on there from Jane's Agenda. So I feel like I've made some good progress, made some progress on my habits for the month. And I haven't been using this cleaning tracker because essentially I like the idea of it, but I don't like the items that are listed. I want to redo a version that would be just my Fly Lady tasks and the order and the days that I'm used to doing them. So Jane's Agenda just had her birthday sale, and I picked up some dot grid tip-in pages. So I'm going to try using those and just maybe easily setting those up as a Fly Lady, basically home care tip-in. So I'll keep you posted on how that goes. So I have lots I'm trying to get done this weekend. I've made some pretty good progress. Now let's go ahead and flip open back to May. So like I said, I've got my dashboard there, and this is where I'll do my monthly personal number from the Louise Hay Colors and Numbers book, and I'll have a video linked below where I talk about that. So then I'll set this up with my 4 sections, and I think I will do, like I said, where this will be my next actions list, but I will use this first grid page on the weekly section as a brain dump, and that way I'll be able to just kind of get it all out here and then sort and organize it and process it using that Getting Things Done system. And I still need to add my affirmation to the top, but I've done just a basic setup here. And like I said, I was looking at the calendar and just trying to get everything down so I wouldn't forget. So I've already gone in and added a lot of things. What I still need to add are my social media things. So my 3 videos each week, I'll go in and add those. And it did work good to have my checklist on the left-hand side with my videos and some of the Jordan Essentials tasks that I wanted to get done. Over here, I'll show you that real quick so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So this is how I've been using it for the month of April, and that's worked out good. I didn't complete everything, but it just helped me to keep things front of mind. So I was continuing to work on those items. So I'm going to continue that system there, and then we'll go into the first week. And I haven't done any setup there, but I'll basically do the same thing. I'll put my affirmation at the top, my schedule, and then my task list down below. And just like I'm doing this week, it's working really well to use the color coding categories from the Franklin Covey system. So the pink items are my must-do items. The yellow items are my should-do items, so they'd be good to get done that day, but if they don't, it's not the end of the world. And then the blue items are my could-do items. So those are things that'd be nice to get done. If I don't get them done, it's really no big deal. They're just sort of on my radar as items to get done sometime this week. So I'm going to continue that system because that's really working well also. So I know that's not much, but like I said, I'm kind of losing the light, losing the time because I've got to get my family fed. So I will leave it with that and just share with you that I'll of course have some more coming up in another plan with me soon, but this gives you an idea of just the basics and my start on my plans for May and getting things set up. I'm really enjoying having the extra dividers set up in here and my bottom tabs, which are helping me find some of the important sections within one of these categories. So all that has been helping me feel a little more organized. It's making using my planner that much easier, and I feel like I'm ready to start the month of May. So I hope that was helpful for you. Let me know in the comments down below if you are using a planner to get ready for the month of May, or if you just kind of have a to-do list that you jot down in the morning and that's enough. I think it's fine to do either one, and I go through phases where sometimes I don't get my planner out and I just grab a note paper and jot a to-do list, and that works too. So thanks again for joining me. Don't forget to come back on Tuesday for my Tiny Tidy Tuesday video where I'll be sharing another box from the basement. And Friday, we'll be working on another section in the living room for the Beautifully Organized in 52 Weeks series. And other than that, I'll be sharing the Jordan Essentials specials. The new Joyful Jordan box for the month of May will all come out on May 1st. So you can be looking for that if you're interested. Thanks for joining me. Have a great weekend, and I'll look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.